Hello, welcome to our next lesson of how to play Xiangqi, the Chinese chess game. Today we're going to go over an opening in which red sets a trap and black falls for it, and then black loses a piece. And it's really kind of subtle. He uses something called a double cannon attack, a double cannon tactic. So let's see how it transpires here. The opening itself is rather common. This is common. Then black responds with the same. Horse out, horse out. Chariot to an open file. Pawn up one. Remember the reason he does that is so he can move this horse out. Horse comes up, horse out, pawn up for the same reason. Alright, now black, 1, 2, 3. He moves here. He's trying to get some counterplay along this rank. It's common. Red moves his horse up to the riverbank, and he's hoping to go across. Now, black does something he probably shouldn't be doing, because very often going pawn grabbing in an opening is not a good idea in this game. Pawns are not worth a whole lot, and he jumps over there to take a pawn. And I'm not sure why. But pawn grabbing this early in the game is usually not a good idea. So red, he's kind of setting up, he thinks he's going to get an attack going on this file, and he does actually on his red 7th file. Rook to an open file. Now, this is something you don't see too often early, but red goes ahead and takes this pawn. One of the things he's looking at, he's not just simply pawn grabbing, he's also wanting to get this pawn to cross the river and cause trouble down here with the pieces. And he does move up in a couple moves, so we'll see how that transpires. Okay, now black moves over here, and I'm not sure why. Now this is the second time he's moved the same piece, and that's usually not a good idea either in this game or in Western chess. And it's not real clear what he thinks he's doing there. Proves to be a wasted move. But, red advances a pawn. And again, black still is pursuing his idea of getting some counterplay along this file. And at this point, this is where red is looking at, and he actually sets a trap here. He moves his elephant over here. And it's not real clear at the moment why he's done so, but he's thinking ahead. He sees that black is going to be moving here and threatening these two pieces. And he's setting a trap here. So let's kind of see how that transpires. And once black commits to this, he basically loses a piece. I'm not sure he can defend it. So let's see how that works. Of course, now red is looking at losing this cannon down here, so he can't do that. So he defends it with the chariot. And black says, okay, I will be able to take this. So he thinks he's doing good. He's attacked, captured that threatening pawn. But here's where the elephant on the side here is going to protect this cannon that moves up, and he moves this cannon to here. And in doing so, he really limits the movements of this chariot. And in fact, he's going to be losing a piece here by force. Now, how come he doesn't just take that? Well, that's because this would be check. Notice this is check, and then there's no response, and then he has to respond to that, and then suppose he did this, then the chariot drops. So he can't take the horse that's sitting there. So he goes here, and he's protecting against that. And now's when red seals the deal here. He moves this chariot over, or this cannon, and now, see, this cannon and this cannon are lined up. They're protected by this chariot in the back, and this chariot, this black one, is on pre, and not only that, this horse is sitting back here unprotected. So he doesn't have any choice. Once he moves this, now this chariot jumps up and takes that. So there's a piece lost, and he doesn't have any other way to, once these two chariots are lined up, or these two cannons, there's a piece lost here, and there's not much he can do about it. So exactly how this happened is black was getting a little greedy. He did a couple things wrong. He made a couple cannon moves that proved to be wasted. Like when he moved there with that take, that was a wasted move. And then he moved here, that was a wasted move too. Didn't really need to move it. It's protected where it was at by the elephants. So he's lost a couple tempi, and then red is thinking ahead a little further ahead, and he actually wins a piece by trapping this. With this squeezing move, he traps the chariot, and by forcing it to move with this move, then the horse that's lying in the back drops. Well, it's a good place to stop, and we will look for another good example for the next lesson. Thank you for watching.